Welcome back to Paxton and the Rug Buds. Pink, aka the Pink Pastor, is the DM. Bryan plays Paxton, Brandon plays Hempen Lumpen, and Padraig plays Fire Lumpen. The Lumpens, of course, are rag golems. Last time, Paxton re-entered World 83 so that he could uncover a doppelganger plot. He was saved from becoming a pancake by a bard named Charles Faster, who invited Paxton to help him defeat a villain named Roderick in the Great Forest. Paxton also talked to Atolf, the secret keeper of the magistracy, who says he will accompany Paxton on his mission to expose the doppelgangers. Finally, Paxton was introduced to two more Lumpens, Hempen Lumpen and Fire Lumpen. Where is all this going? I have no idea.
When last we left our heroes, were speaking with Charles Faster, who is actually a podcast review on iTunes, I believe. Yep.
I think it's Charles Foster on iTunes, but Faster is better.
Okay. I may have done a typo then, but it works out.
I
Sorry,
did
Charles.
recognize you also named one of the guards after the listener.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the guards is Koldik.
Yes.
And so I'm going to see if I can work in a few more later on that Mike gave me. A few of them are a little difficult.
Yeah, some of them are challenging.
D&D is cool.
Yeah, I'm working on D&D
Yeah.
is cool. I'm working on getting that in, huh? Anyways, all right. So Charles had just proposed to go to the Great Forest, to the City of Two, to attempt to track down Roderick, who he has been causing lots of chaos and turmoil.
Yeah, can I get any more description on Roderick? It sounds like he's a big guy named Roderick. He's a fighter, but can also use magic. What else? If I'm looking for this person, how would I know him when I see him?
Well, you'd see he's got a big scar covering just the center of his face.
Okay.
He's got one green eye and one blue eye.
Okay.
He's got 3 streaks of white hair going through his head.
So lots of very unique characteristics.
He's got an eye patch on one. Wait, no. I already said he has got a green eye and a blue eye. Yeah, he's got a very distinguishing tattoo on his left arm of a mermaid doing a backflip.
Is he a doppelganger?
Do I need to do an insight check if this guy is messing with me?
Sure, you can.
All right.
Roll an insight.
It's a 13.
Now he is telling the truth. He is. This guy just has a lot of very distinguishing features.
Is this Roderick guy a doppelganger?
No, I don't think so. He goes, what's a doppelganger?
Are you a doppelganger?
No, I don't think so. Are you a
Okay.
doppelganger?
I don't think so.
Okay, I guess neither of us thinks we're doppelgangers. It should be all right.
I turned to Fire Lumpen. Are you a doppelganger?
Not that I know of.
He's not a doppelganger.
All right, so we're not doppelgangers. None of us are doppelgangers. Whatever that is, that sounds great.
Yeah, I will talk to Atolf and see if we can swing going to the Great Forest to take care of this Roderick person, because sounds like bad news.
Although I did want to ask you mentioned what you said, Frith.
Yeah.
Who's Frith?
I don't know, just some guy I heard about.
Yes, because I think I've heard about him too in the Great Forest. He caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, he wasn't a great guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But nobody's seen him for a long time.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if Paxton needs to make a deception check, because he is trying to play it off like he doesn't know who Frith is, because he doesn't think that it wouldn't bring anything to the situation to come clean about that.
Sure. So why don't you roll a deception check?
Yeah, let's see. This is a 19.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Very motivated to lie about this.
Yeah, he kind of squints at you a little bit. Let's just be glad he's gone.
Yeah, agreed. I hear your issue with Roderick, and I will do my best to take care of it as soon as I can.
Yeah, please. I need your help. I don't know who else I can count on, and honestly, every other person who's tried to take this guy down has failed. I honestly, whatever. If you help, anything I can do to help you, I'd be more than happy. I'm actually, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually quite the bard.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually saw Aster Fortuna in concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wasn't front row, but you could see him.
You don't need to be front row to hear him.
Oh,
He can project
absolutely.
really well.
He's a legend, man. He's great. Oh gosh, man, I want to be like him. But he goes, here, let me pull it. So he pulls out his bagpipes, and so this is really just I'm just really just gonna throw this at Mike. So he pulls out his bagpipes and he starts playing a song. What would be the most complicated thing for Mike to compose in his? So it's bagpipes. It's a little bit like Queen.
Why are you doing this?
But then it's also there's like some kind of old some acid jazz mixed in.
Can you add some drum and bass to that?
Yeah. As he's playing, some of the other musicians in the room, they start joining in as well, and it's beautiful. It is just absolutely incredible. There's a bagpipe solo at one point.
Paxton is scatting over the top of it.
Yeah, the Paxton is scatting. Or the
Now, wait a second. If you do that, I'm going to make you record something to go with the song. So are you sure you want to commit to that?
Paxton does not scat.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But anyways, it's a beautiful performance on these bagpipes, and by the end of it, everybody in the room claps, and man, it's one of those things you just have to hear. It's
And
glorious.
listeners, you just did.
Yeah, you just heard it. It was incredible. Wow, what a talent Mike is.
Well, that was a beautiful song, Charles. What do you call it?
I call it "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Ooh, that's a good name.
Yeah, I just came up with that actually.
Fun fact: Teen Spirit's it's a deodorant, right?
No,
Yes.
actually, I first came up with it when we saw some teen spirits just floating around inside of the world after the soul jar was destroyed.
I made the mistake of not saying that out of character.
Yeah, they had a very distinct smell about them.
So speaking of Aster Fortuna, you know he has a face tattoo now, right?
What?
If you're a big Aster fan, you're going to be the first to know that since he left the soul jar, or since he left the bottle that we're in, he got a giant face tattoo.
Yeah, you know what? No, you're right. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Just give me a little bit. Was it something cool? Was it like a falcon?
It was a pretty lady.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. There's a pretty lady on his face.
Do you know who the Seafoam Wanderer is?
Not a clue.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. Yeah, it's the Seafoam Wanderer, but since you don't know who that is, that's just a pretty lady.
Okay. All right.
I think she's pretty, right, Mike?
Oh, yeah, sure. Beautiful.
Yeah, my mom's a pretty lady. Maybe I'll get a tattoo of her, I guess.
It's very cruel of you to do, Bryan.
That sounds like a really good idea.
All right. Well, anyways, why don't you get some rest? He goes, do you want a place to stay here? I can pay for you. I don't mind.
Sure. In fact, if you want to do me a big solid, you see these two guys on my back here? And I point to the Lumpens.
Hi, I'm Lumpens.
Hi, I'm Lumpen.
These are Lumpen.
Hi, Lumpin and Lumpin.
Hi.
I need to take a long rest. And these guys, I'm not saying that they are troublemakers, but I am saying that they have made trouble in the past. And might need a bit of adult supervision. Do you think you could keep an eye on them while I take a nap?
Sure. Are you asking me to babysit some rag golems?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm asking you to do.
All right. Sure. How hard can that be?
I guess we'll find out.
What could possibly go wrong?
Let me know when I wake up.
So Charles, he sticks to his word. He pays for a room for you. Also, he's covering all your charges, so if you want any food or anything like that, he'll take care of that. The Lumpens, they don't sleep, I assume, right? So they are what would they like to do for the next 8 hours? Charles is going to try and watch you guys, I guess. He's not super stoked about it.
I'm going to watch Paxton sleep for at least a while.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fire Lumpen will he's going to sit on Paxton's shoulder, and he can't use magic because he can't ask Paxton, and he can't use tools or weapons because he can't ask Paxton because Paxton's asleep. So he is going to instead start tugging a little bit at some of the thread, maybe the loose thread at the bottom of his hem. And he's going to start pulling like little pieces of his thread out, and then he's going to try and weave them into the maybe part of Paxton's beard, or while Paxton's asleep. So he's just gonna start, maybe doing braids into Paxton's beard while Paxton's asleep, since he can't use tools and since he can't use magic.
Weapons. Didn't say anything about tools.
Oh.
I did specifically say that the hammer was considered a weapon for the purpose of this rule.
Yeah.
But I didn't say anything about a needle. I will let Charles know before I go off to sleep that they did mention wanting to be in the same room as me, and if they do that, then that's fine. But keep an eye on them if they leave the room. And also, I told them that they are not allowed to use magic or weapons without talking to their legal guardian first, whoever that is in the moment.
Their legal guardian.
Yeah, you are their legal guardian currently. So, if they want to cast a light cantrip or use mend, that's fine. But if they want to shoot fireball in the middle of the bar, obviously that's a no.
Yeah, he seems very confused by all these instructions, but just kind of pats you and he goes, "Yeah, just go to bed, buddy. I got it."
Okay. Yeah, he's got it. I'm going to bed.
8 hours passes. Paxton, you awake to a strange feeling. Your chin feels much tighter than it did before.
I feel my chin. I'm guessing it's pretty dark in this room, so I can't just see what happened, right?
Yeah, there's lots of braids. You feel that. There's maybe what else is mixed into the braids?
I'm gonna ask, do you need a light?
Yes, you may use the light cantrip, please.
So you just hear a disembodied voice ask you that from right next to your head.
Fire Lumpen is going to touch whatever piece of armor is closest to him, and he's going to use magical tinkering to light up one of the rivets in the armor so that it casts radiant light for 5 foot. I assume when Paxton is looking down, he's able to see an intricately woven beard braid in front of him that's got different bits of thread from or detritus that's around the room. So, maybe there's an old piece of leather, there's a piece of shoelace from someplace.
You look beautiful.
On a spectrum of cool to silly, where does it fall?
Let's see. It is a...
Are you rolling a D10?
You can roll for it.
I'm rolling a D20, and then since I've got proficiency with tools, that's a 14.
Oh, nice. So it looks kind of cool a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it as is, and I say, good job, buddy. Thank you. It looks very nice.
If we cast mending on it, it would become a Lumpen.
Would you like us to do that?
No. No beard golems, please.
I don't think we can do that, though.
No, we have a friend who can do that. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, so, Hempen Lumpen,
Hi.
you cast Wish at some point?
I did.
How did you do that? That's a pretty powerful spell, right?
I said, I wish he would be a nicer person. Then he became a nicer person. I was transported to some kind of a strange place with some kind of a floating creature, and then I wished to be not there, and then I came back. I don't know. I just said I wish. It was after I drew some cards from a deck.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got this, and I hold up my staff.
You just said that you wished for something, and then nothing happened, so I'm assuming that whatever power you had to do that is gone, or You have to actually want it to happen?
I don't know.
Well, it is my advice to you to be very careful about saying the phrase, I wish blank from now on.
Okay.
Don't use the W word.
Okay. I trust you, Paxton.
You hear a knock on the door. Hey, you up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm up now.
And so he opens the door. He sees the Lumpens. He goes, "Oh, good. You guys, I just finished cleaning up downstairs, so I'm glad you guys haven't done anything else crazy in here."
Cleaning up. What did they do?
No, they just partied with Kevin a little bit, and things got a little out of hand, but I got it under control. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Leaves everywhere.
Yeah. So, you just walk downstairs, and there's just leaves everywhere. They have been mostly scooped up now into little piles, and things are taken care of.
I turn to Hemp and Lumpen and I say, "Is Kevin okay?"
Oh, yeah. He'll sleep it off.
Yeah. I guess he had to leave.
Oh goodness. So Charles goes, all right. Look, I've got a buddy in town who can give us safe passage to 2. But are you ready? Are you coming with me? What's the plan?
Well, I got to go talk to Atulf because he has plans that I already agreed to. So I'm going to see if I can combine 2 into 1 and see if we can swing by the city of 2 and take care of this before we head to the Iron Empire.
That would be awesome. Please. If
okay.
I honestly, every day that has gone by, I've just been in constant worry, and now I finally feel like I have a chance. And so the sooner we can get there, the better.
You have a friend who in town can get us to 2?
Yeah.
Okay. After I talk to Atulf, I'll come back here and talk to you and let you know what's going on. And if Atulf just isn't into it, I'll let you know whether I'm going to 2 through your friend or with Atulf. Either way, by the end of the day. Sound good?
Yes, but I will say, if you are gonna go to 2, I'd like to come with you. I want to be able to talk to this guy before we finally get rid of him.
Absolutely. Alrighty then.
So you walk out of the end, and then he goes back to cleaning up the last of the leaves and whatever else mess has been left behind.
Berries, which he finds very embarrassing.
Yeah. And as you walk outside, you see a crowd of Blue Road people just standing there, and they cheer as you exit.
Hello.
I wave.
I wave from Paxton's shoulder and say, "This is really nice of everyone. Thank you so much for making me Lumpen and him Lumpen and him Paxton feel so at home."
Look, the descendant! He has brought life to even the most inanimate of objects. He goes, "He is the savior indeed! Please, sir, tell us what is the answer? What must we do to survive the onslaught of the Empire?"
I don't know. Take shelter, protect your loved ones, and we're going to try to figure it out.
Thank you.
We don't know what to do yet.
He speaks. He tells us. And then the leader of them says, "Follow his orders, men, follow!" And then they quickly rush away to try and do some of these things that you've told them to do.
I try to do an insight check on the thing that I just said to see if that can be twisted into bad advice, because I tried to be pretty chill about it. Protect your loved ones seems like pretty not controversial advice to give, right?
It's pretty benign.
You also said find shelter, right?
Yeah, that was silly.
I'll just go ahead and tell you, yeah, they're definitely capable of twisting that up.
Okay, which one's the leader?
The leader he has a shaved head. He has a very long goatee. He's standing at the middle. He was the one who kind of first saw you as you entered in.
Yeah, I want to talk to that guy maybe in private.
Okay, yeah, he's willing to come with you. He's like kind of pampering you a little bit. He's asking you for more advice, like what they can do. He's asking you like what you need, like if anything they can do to help you.
Yeah. I'm totally fine to have a conversation with this guy, but it's going to be weird to have a conversation in front of a giant crowd. That would make Paxton, like, super uncomfortable. So he wants to invite that leader back up to his room in the Don't Go In, where they can talk in private.
You wish me to enter your private sanctum?
I mean, it's just an in room. It's not like my personal home or anything, but yeah, come on in.
Oh, yes. Oh, very much so, yes. Please, impart your wisdom to me.
Pink, this is supposed to be a clean podcast.
You don't have to make it weird, Brandon. It's just a weird cult, all right? Just it's not weird.
First thing I'm going to tell you is that I'm not necessarily a savior or superhuman or anything. I'm just a person.
Ah, the humility of the descended.
Yeah.
It has been spoken of before.
I'm just a regular person who has been outside of the jar that we're in, so I have a little bit more insight, but no need to worship anyone who comes down from outside the jar.
So he freezes up jar that we're in?
Yeah, didn't Gerlos tell you about that?
Well, I didn't. To my great shame, I did not speak to the one called Gerlos directly, but
Who did he talk to?
Just some others who. But wait. A jar?
Yeah. What did Gerlos tell you already?
Well, he said that there was our world is small, but there is a world greater than our own. That where just many worlds like our own, and that one day we will all leave this world and enter the next. But a jar?
Yeah. So what Gerlos said wasn't wrong. There is a world bigger than this one outside. Guess I've already kind of let the cat out of the bag, but I'll give you some info, and you use it wisely. You share it with your followers. But the important thing to know is that none of this really has any effect on the way that you live your life. The world in here is, for the most part, safer than the world outside.
Yes.
You should prefer to stay here. I went out there and I came back. What does that tell you?
The world... You're saying that the heavens are not as grand as our own world?
Yeah, it's certainly not like a promised land where everyone can just, like, hang out and be good. It's a world like this one in the sense that there's good people and bad people out there. So, you really got to be careful. Anyone who comes down from the sky isn't necessarily a good person or a savior. You shouldn't even really necessarily trust me. Like I said, I'm just a person. There can be some very bad people coming down here, and they would be able to use your whole fanaticism to probably do some bad things. They could lie to you. You know? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I think I do. This is a test of my faith. Do not worry. I will not be discouraged. I see that even you've come to see if I'm worthy. But I am, Grand One. I am. I will spread your words, and I will tell the others that you cannot be trusted. Don't worry.
Man, this was an absolute mistake. I'm not saying that out loud. I'm just thinking that.
Yeah, there he goes. Thank you. Thank you for the test. He goes, my faith will remain strong. Goodbye, deceiver.
Hold on. Hold on. That was a test. And you passed it.
He's back in. He's back in. He sits down again. He's ready.
I say, you passed the test. You have proved that you are the most worthy in all the world.
I knew it.
What's your name, son?
Craig.
Craig. Your new name is Jim. Jim, you're reborn in this moment. I'm giving you a holy mission.
Oh, yes.
You have a disciple, Craig, who is called Jim.
Yeah. I really need to think about what I'm about to say.
This whole conversation is more delightful knowing that our DM is a pastor.
The way to get to the promised land beyond, the world beyond this.
Yes.
Are you ready to hear how you do it?
I'm ready.
Be as nice as you can to everyone that you meet.
Okay.
Be hospitable.
All right.
Treat others the way you would like to be treated.
Yes.
Give them comfort and hospitality.
Yes.
Feed the hungry. Heal the sick. Give money to the poor.
Wow. We can do these things.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And one day we will ascend. We will
Absolutely.
go outside of this world, and then we will fix the world beyond.
Absolutely.
It shall be done, my lord. I, Jim, who was Craig, will accomplish this task.
Thank you, Jim, who was Craig.
And he rushes from the door.
I've been writing down that list, and I started a parchment. The Gospel of Paxton.
The Gospel of Paxton.
Okay, as a player, not necessarily as a character, just spitballing here, do you see any way that could be used for evil?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I mean, the Bible says a lot of those things, and people can still twist it. So that
was pretty accurate and succinct. So there's not a whole pile of wiggle room there.
People can make anything evil.
Yeah. And speaking as a Southern Baptist pastor, I think it might be all right. We'll just have to wait and see.
You could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give them the hardest to corrupt commandments as possible.
Mm-hmm. Those were some good stuff.
I've had practice dealing with Lumpens. I know how they are.
All right, so you make your way now from the end. Now the crowd has dispersed. Jim, who was Craig, he's gone and he's leading these disciples, these Paxtonites. And they are
Paxtonians.
Paxtonians, yes, and they have gone to spread the gospel of Paxton and to spread hospitality and care wherever possible.
Spread hostility.
They misheard you. They thought you said spread hostility. It was they're gone. So your path is now clear.
Okay, I want to go talk to Atulf.
Okay.
Do we see any poor people?
So along the way, you do see a few of these now blue-robed people now helping out these poor. So they do seem to be taking it very much to heart.
Good job, Jim, who was Craig.
Yeah. So you make your way back to the building, and I will say, as you are walking, you do see a little storefront that you had missed on your walk over before, and it does say Sigbert's Sorceress Stuff with sundries crossed out.
Hey, Sigbert. Yeah, I want to go in to see Sigbert.
Currently, there is a mirror at the front of the shop.
He's not here right now.
Yeah, so currently, let's see what it says. Currently, it says, "Come back tomorrow."
Well, I don't know if that'll be happening. All right, back onto Atulf then.
So you make your way back into this government building. It does seem like there's been a lot more frantic stuff going on, and people seem a little bit more energized. And you make your way back to Atulf's office, and the door is open. You see him inside. He's speaking with another person. As he sees you approach, he speaks to them in a gruff voice, and then they step out.
So it's just me, Atulf, and the Lumpens now?
It is.
Okay. Hey, Atulf, how's it going?
Well met, Paxton.
Hi.
Hi, Atulf.
I see you still have the little men with you.
Oh, yeah, we're a team.
Would you like another hug?
I would not. Are you ready to travel, to figure out what is going on with these doppelgangers?
I am ready to travel, but I don't know if the Iron Empire is where I want to go first. We need to talk about something.
He seems a little confused, but he goes, "What is it?"
Do you have any information on a person in the Great Forest in the City of Two named Roderick?
He thinks about it for a second. He goes, I would have to check with my other keeper contacts, but I do not believe I've heard of this person.
Have you ever heard of a person from the Great Forest named Frith?
His eyes darken a little bit, and he goes, "Yes, you've heard of this Frith."
What do you know about Frith?
We know that he has caused a lot of damage to the Great Forest, that he killed many of the Great Council there in the City of Two.
So, he was a bad guy. You would have wanted to stop him, right?
Very much so, yes.
So, from what I heard from our friend Charles, there is a person in 2 named Roderick who is doing pretty much the same thing, causing a lot of chaos and killing a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you a secret, Atulf, and will you keep this between us?
Very well.
I don't know how accurate it is to say that I'm Frith, but it would be more accurate to say that I was Frith at one point in time. And the things that I did as Frith, I don't want to say they weren't my fault, but I was going a little bit crazy due to some arcane technology that was making me act up, making me misbehave. I did a lot of bad things as Frith that I regret, even though I don't have any memory of them. It's almost like a different person with my body did those things. So I feel very bad for all the things that I did to the Great Forest. And this Roderick guy sounds like a bad guy as well. So I feel like it's number one, very like pressing urgent matter that this guy gets stopped before he kills or hurts anyone else. And it would be also a good way for me to kind of cleanse my conscience of taking this person out and helping the Great Forest is kind of paying them back for all the damage that I did to them. So here are the options that I'm going to present to you. Option 1 is that we both go to the City of Two together. You help me take care of this Roderick guy as soon as possible, and then we hit the road and we go to the Iron Empire. Or option number 2, if you don't want to go to the City of Two, you can hop on your ship and go over to the Iron Empire, and I have a ride to Two. I can go over there and handle Roderick myself and meet up with you later, and you could spend the time doing information gathering. What do you think?
He thinks for a minute and he says, "You have given me much to consider, but thankfully, I am a keeper of secrets. This is something you believe you must do."
Absolutely.
Very well. I will travel with you on the promise that we will make short work of this, and then we will travel along to the Iron Empire.
We're of the same mind on that one, bud. Let's handle this Roderick guy as soon as we can, and then get out to handle the other problem, which is the doppelgangers.
Very well.
Charles Faster is actually the one who asked me to do this and told me about this Roderick guy. So he's the one with a friend who has a ship, and he wants to go with us as well. So are we taking your keeper ship to the City of Two, or are we going to take Charles's friend's ship?
I believe we should take mine. It is much more suited to stealth.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. I need to go back to the Don't Go In to get Charles and let him know what the plan is. And then I'll meet you back here, and we can head out. Does that sound like a plan?
Very well.
Okay. And, Mike,
Yeah.
This is a question for you. I can't remember if I know that none of the pictures that have been, like, done of Paxton ever involved him wearing, like, a helmet. But since I have plate armor, Paxton does have a helmet, right?
Yeah, I think you could have a helmet that you could wear if you wanted, yeah.
Okay, because I'm worried that people are going to see Frith and attack me on sight.
Sure.
Like last time.
Yeah.
So Paxton is going to put his helmet on so that none of these people in blue robes hassle him. Although I'm sure I look like the guy that they were looking at earlier just wearing a helmet, so that's probably not going to fool anyone.
And your fancy beard braid sticking out the bottom.
True.
You also do have 2 Lumpen cloth golems sitting on you or on your back as well.
That's fair.
It is kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, I don't put the helmet on. That's fine. At one point before we broke the soul jar, because we were doing a stealthy mission, I bought a black cloak that could fit all the way around my armor and my backpack and stuff, right? Do I still have that?
Yeah. I assume so, sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to head over to the Don't Go In and get Charles and let him know the plan.
All right. So he's willing to do it as long as if you're willing to come fight Roderick with him, he's super willing, and so he'll go with you.
Okay, cool. The deal is that this isn't the only thing that we need. That this guy that we're going with, him and I have another mission that is just as important. So we're gonna try to handle this Roderick guy almost like a pit stop on the way to the other place that we're going. So we want to be speedy about this. You got it?
I got it. Yeah. No.
Okay.
I can't thank you enough. Yes. Thank you. Let's make our way. Honestly, I'll probably leave you guys after we finish up our job there. I've got some family in too.
That's fine.
Paxton,
Yes?
what are we going to do when we find Roderick?
We're going to stop him from hurting more people.
How?
Weapons and magic. You will have permission to use weapons and magic against Roderick.
Okay.
This is fantastic. Okay, that sounds really good.
But only against Roderick, not unless I tell you to before then.
Okay.
Because especially you, Fireboy, we're going to be on a ship. And if a fire breaks out on the ship, we could all die. So it's very important that you especially don't do any fire stuff on the ship.
I will absolutely do no fire things on the ship.
Good.
You wanted to avoid being seen by the blue guys, right?
Yeah.
Can I do some magic?
What magic?
To make it so that they won't notice you so easily?
That sounds vague enough to backfire.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, do it. I'll let you get it out of your system before we get on the boat.
I raise my my staff and I cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Which I can do for free.
Yep. Roll a stealth check. I mean, that doesn't... What does Pass Without Trace do? Does it give you advantage?
+10.
We are silent and basically +10 to all our stealth.
So you put on your black cloak. Let's roll a stealth check.
Oh, jeez. I rolled a natural 20.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks because I'm wearing plate armor, so...
You need that.
7.
Wait.
Yeah, you're definitely stopped by a few more of the cults along the way.
17.
They don't notice the lumpens on your back, but they definitely notice you, and then they come up and they try talking to you. They tell you that they'll follow your commands, and they thank you for your test of faith, and they have now started worshiping Jim as some sort of like prophet, but he's been going and spreading the gospel of Paxton, and they seem to be going out and trying already to do a lot of work here in Arrival with taking care of the needy.
That sounds fine. We'll see how that goes in my absence.
We should
Okay.
have had you with us before. It's the first time we've left a place and it's been better off than it was.
We'll see. We'll see if they can twist this into something bad. I don't know. I don't trust them. But yeah, I did forget to add the 10, so that would have been a 17, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, a 17. Okay, so yeah, you did maybe only one or two come up to you, but yeah, you do pretty well of making your way out without being seen. And then, sure enough, Atulf is waiting for you at the port. He ushers you onto the boat. Charles follows shortly after. Atulf, he introduces you to some of his crew, and then you prepare to set sail. And I think we can call it there for the time being.
That sounds like a plan.
Cool.
All right.
Asked her to go with him.
Not Aster.
Oh, sorry. Not Aster. Paxton.
Don't use the W word.
Okay. I trust you, Paxton.
Weigel.
I Weigel. This guy was nice to me.
I thought about calling a Tulsa boat the Sea Crit, but that's a little too on the nose.
Oh, see, and then crit, like D&D pun, too.
Yeah,
I like it.
There's so
I
many
like it
levels
too.
to it. But
I was genuinely hoping to meet Atulf's, two guards, Derek and David, because, they go by D and D, which is strange that they both go by that name.
Yeah, but,
Ooh.
but they're cool.
But they're cool.
They're cool,
So
though.
it's like D and D are cool.
D&D is cool.
Yeah, or is cool.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. I didn't actually think of crewmate names yet, so who knows? But we'll
Leave some reviews.
yeah, leave some reviews. There's still time. But all right, thanks everybody for joining. Also, I didn't plug anything. I wanted to plug my wonderful wife, who is now the mother of my child, and most people don't know that in my circle. So I guess they'll hopefully have found out by the time this recording comes out.
This is not going to come out for like months, at least 2 or 3 months.
So who knows? I might have like a 4-year-old by the time this comes out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh wow.
Oh gosh, I hope not. I hope this podcast is not still going in 4 years.
How long has this podcast been going for now?
January 2018 was the first episode.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might have just hit the halfway mark.
Wait, that can't be right. It must be January 2019, right?
I know because
I don't think so.
I think it was 2018.
Oh, gosh, is it really that long?
Yeah. TFTGGW on Twitter joined January 2018.
Yeah, okay. I can't believe it's been going that long. It was not supposed to go this long. It was supposed to be like a 3-year thing. Oh, well.
time flies when you're having fun.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
All right, that's it for this episode of Paxton and the Rug Buds.